Greetings, I'm Rob
Greetings!
Chappers.
Let me turn the aircon off.
I literally can't stop playing this dirty 7-string from Schecter.
Well, greetings everybody. This is a big, big, big year for two of the people in this room. Well, one of them is a person, and the other is a guitar range. So why is 2015 a big year for you, Rob?
It's a big year for me because not only is my band doing things
Yep.
that I've always wanted it to do, Dorje.
Yeah.
I turned 40 on the 14th of June.
Just on that subject then.
Ah, you had that hidden well. I've been in this room all day and I haven't
been there
seen
the whole
you.
day. So there's your 40th birthday present.
Thank you very much.
So, see, so it's big year for Rob. What else is happening? Yeah, you should open it now.
And I'm getting married on July the 4th. I lose my independence.
So,
but I couldn't be happier. And it's
So while Rob is undoing his card and present for his 40th birthday,
thanks, Lee.
No problem. Which is just in a few days' time. Why is it a big year for Schecter? Well, it's a big year for Schecter because they've just got some fabulous new guitars. Show the camera.
Any requests? How about shut the up is what it should.
Oh dear. And
oh, Grace signed it.
yes, absolutely, yes.
She's a little gentleman.
So got some new guitars, and we're going to talk you through the guitars now, but stay tuned because to celebrate the new guitars that Schecter are bringing out in 2015, at the end of this video, we are going to tell you what you need to do to be able to win, this guitar here, which is one of the new Banshee Elites, and I think it's the black one on the end there, but anyway, we'll come back to the competition end. But anyway, look, tell us.
You got me. Is it a vibrating finger?
It's a pull my finger. So you hold it, and you say pull my finger.
Oh, it does also. So it's a finger. Oh, mate! You got me an inflatable dinosaur.
That obviously is for girls, but it was a shape of guitar, so I just thought you
perfect
could have
for me
that as well.
And dino hands,
Which we may have to use.
You
at
know
some
we're going to
point.
feature in some
Yeah,
videos.
look on the back of the Dino Hands thing.
Oh,
how cool are they?
That's amazing.
There you are.
Thank you very
So
much.
utter rubbish for a really significant birthday. I apologise that I didn't put more thought and effort into this,
Hey,
but
listen,
there you are.
I'm all about utter rubbish and being old.
Oh dear.
I really want to inflate this here, but I think I'll never get it back in the car afterwards.
Maybe not, because it is over 16 inches tall, according to the front. Anyway,
That's pretty big.
That's pretty. That must be like, you know, quite tall, isn't it?
Yes,
so everybody sing "Happy Birthday" to Rob.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Rob Chapman, my lord.
Happy birthday to me. It's the
Nice
first
harmony.
time I've ever done that in my life.
Anyway, back to the Schecter video. Rob, so these are all new. The guitars that we're showing you are all kind of new. I say they're new. They're semi-new. Some of these ranges existed before, but they've just got new stuff.
got a really affordable 7-string bolt-on.
You do.
I'm going to say it's the best bolt-on affordable.
I think that's just post-birthday madness. But
no, there's something about the neck. They've got it really, really right. I mean, it's very easy to do that on.
So you may have seen before that Schecter ran a series called SGR. So it was a little bit like kind of like Squire by Schecter, you know, that sort of vibe. But they've canned all that now. They've improved the products. They're just calling them Schecter Diamond Series now. And this sort of range is going to set you back something around about the 250 mark. You can have a 6-string, 7 strings with Floyd Rose, a couple of different shapes. But we've pulled out the 7-string because that was kind of like, you know, Rob fancied a thrash on a 7-string. So,
and Lee was like, please do the 7-string for me.
In fact, I think even the 6-string's quite a bit cheaper than the 250. But anyway, look, I'm going to put links in the description below, as always. A couple of different colours on these. But yeah, shred us up.
It's very, very easy to play. That's the thing. I'm not a 7-string player.
I always like the bit. There's I guess when I've sat and done so many videos with you, I can tell. There's the bit where you hit the bass note.
I'm like, that's B.
And then your brain goes, hang on a second, and then you go, oh yeah, I'm here, like that. And it's like always with 7 and 8 strings.
Yeah.
There's that split of like, where am I again?
Because
oh, that's right.
But what happens eventually is that your brain just kind of follows the pattern down. So for example, I haven't spent any time working out the scale shapes, but instinctively, my hand knew where to go for the rest of that scale. It's just something that it's just a natural thing. So like you were doing when we were playing lead earlier.
Yeah.
Your hand just did a pattern, and you were like, "Oh, that worked," but I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for me.
So flip it over. Let's just have a quick look. So yeah,
it's a bolt-on. It's a really
bolt-on,
simple construction.
Quite a nice recessed sort of cutaway.
Yeah, I mean this is a mega affordable 7-string, but it's done very, very well.
I like the way they've contoured the body sort of back and front here. If you look on the front as well, it gives it a bit of an arch kind of vibe. Which
I mean, God knows what it's made from.
It'll be an affordable basswood of some sort, won't it? But proper Schecter pickups, decent strung through body. To be honest with you, again, I think you've got to sort of go, look, 250 quid. It's just killer affordable guitar, isn't it?
I mean, 250 quid. Who doesn't want one for 250 quid? Do you know what I mean?
So that's the Diamond series. If we jump up one to, this is also Diamond series, but this is the Platinum Diamond series. So we're basically just grabbing any sort of precious stone or metal and throwing it in the mix and coming up with this. So I'm guessing this is the Deluxe Diamond series, and this is the Platinum Diamond
Give
series.
us some tones, Captain Lee.
Well, so again, I've got this in a solo shape, but there are other shapes in this range. Again, go check them out. Pardon you. But everything in the Schecter Platinum Diamond series, or the Diamond Platinum series, is going to have EMG pickups. We've got now the sort of the set neck style. We've got the locking machine heads. We've got
tusk nut.
Tusk nut. We've got a similar bridge to you. No, I think I've got probably a slightly.
You got the two.
I've got the locking Tone Pro sort of system. So yeah, I mean, I've got some tones here. I mean, I'm driving this through a Fender amplifier, so I'm going to have to use pedals for all my kind of gain tone.
Thumbs up for Captain Lee on EMG.
Yeah, EMG. It's an 81 and 85, by the way. But you know, so you can do clean tones, but who would? So I've got some high gain. you do.
Oh.
If you want maximum gain, you have 3 pedals in a row to give you maximum gain. I guess, lots been written about EMG over the last few years. Some people like them, some people don't. But there's no doubt they are a kind of, they are an iconic pickup used by many a famous guitar player, particularly in the sort of metal genre.
Is this a limited colour because of the anniversary?
No, it's. I think this year this is what confused me, because the Platinum Series is a reference to the series, not the colour. So you can get the Platinum Series in other colours as well as.
Shall I show that B cam?
Platinum.
And I'll tell you what.
Do you want to play?
Why don't I plug into it?
Yeah,
as well?
you plug in.
It's too fast for me.
It's too fast.
It's
for you.
almost too fast.
I've realised as well, I made a spec boo-boo. It's not an 81 and an 85, of course not. I should have known by seeing the exposed pole pieces. It is a 57 and a 56, which are sort of the more dynamically vintage voiced. Well, not vintage is the wrong words, but they're the ones that I'm pretty sure they're the ones that the sort of the James Hetfield inspired. So a little bit more dynamic range.
It's really quick, and it's startlingly. You know what's weird?
What's weird?
Going from a 7 to a 6.
This must feel like it's the skinniest neck you've ever played.
Play that and then play this.
I can't. You know I can't. What? I don't even know what I'm doing. So it's not drop. You haven't drop tuned this.
It's a
have
B.
you?
No, it's a B.
Just a straightforward B. Cheap, this really, does it?
No, it feels good, huh?
Yeah, I've got a lot to learn on 7 strings, but anyway, so if this guitar is appealing to you, or even not necessarily that guitar, but that sort of specification, and you just fancy one of the other shapes it comes in, that's going to set you back about £600. But as you can see, set necks, ebony boards, EMG branded pickups, much better hardware. You can see where the extra cash has gone over and above.
I like this. I like this a great deal.
Yeah. It's smart, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah. Again, I like the cutaway on the back for the gives you a lot of extra fretboard access.
It's made extremely well, but then that's what you'd expect from.
Is it from our friends
at World Musical Instruments in Good Korea? Yes, they do a great job with guitars. This
so
is no exception.
That is that one. Now let's hang these back up. Let's stand by our amps. Is that the coffee van?
It's the ice cream van.
Ice cream van.
Ice cream to lighten up your day.
the old adage, you learn something new every day.
Yes.
Well, I've just learned something new.
What did you learn, Lee?
Halfway through a video, because I'm a pro. Obviously, Diamond Series, there's me thinking that was referring to one of the lower end models. Rubbish. What do I know? Anyone would think I ran a guitar shop or something. Diamond Series apparently just refers to everything Schecter make that isn't in the USA. So all the stuff that comes out of the Far East basically is what they call Diamond Series. So it could be, you know, entry level Far East and stuff, or it could be absolutely top of the range Far East.
Just
stuff,
like
but
PRS have SE and ESP have LTD, they have the Diamond.
I think that probably LTD is the closest sort of analogy to this.
Very
So
close.
apologies for any confusion earlier on in the video about, you know, so forget the idea of Diamond Series. If you like the white one, that is essentially C6 if you like the 6 string, C7 if you like the 7, and C8 if you want an 8. The silver one is Platinum Series, and again, platinum. So the white one doesn't come in different shapes. It's just different sort of variants of number of strings. The Platinum Series does come in different shapes though, so you can check those out on the website. The next one up in the range, and thank you for that nice little demo there, Rob, of the Banshee, but the next one in the range is the
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser Passive, this is called. We're in the same shape as the Platinum Series one there.
Single
But
cut.
we have now American wound pickups. Same basic sort of construction in terms of the set neck, the locking machine heads.
I like the, actually, normally I don't like inlays on single cuts, and normally this kind of genre, when they do inlays, they really kind of bling it up and it looks a
Yeah.
little bit, you know,
Naff.
not, yeah, but that looks kind of cool.
No, I agree. So we've got this kind of slightly more understated mother of or abalone kind of inlay. As I said, USA wound called the Brimstone pickups. Got the sort of smoky chrome kind of hardware. It's actually not a dissimilar price to the Platinum Series. It's about another £100 on top of what that Platinum Series. So somewhere around about the sort of £700 to £800 mark. Again, lots of different choices of model. I'm wondering if this is called Hellraiser Passive. Would that suggest that there is a Hellraiser Active? But
I reckon
you know,
there might be.
As I said, I'll put links to where you can go and find stuff. But really, again, nice, narrow, comfy sort of neck. So going to suit someone that's a sort of a vintage style player. Let's see what we've got tones wise. See if it's radically different to the EMG loaded one. Loud, aren't
Very
they?
loud.
Better put some gain on. More, yeah, it's not as smooth sounding as the EMG. It's got that sort of slightly more gnarly kind of tone.
It's on the edge of turning into feedback, and I'd be interested to hear it if you had the booster.
Of course, we've got the coil tap. Good
That's
spot.
got a hell of a lot of low end in it
Yeah,
too.
which
Yeah.
we don't, which you wouldn't get on the EMG loaded one.
was a thoroughly enjoyable experience.
It was a little enjoyable experience, and you know what? The way you switch between those two guitars in the middle without me even seeing you move was spectacular.
It was pretty smooth, but you know, with age comes experience, or something.
And with great power
like,
comes great responsibility.
With great power comes responsibility.
And with great length comes great
depth.
You know, depth and girth occasionally.
What? What are you talking about?
So
I'm using
what were you using?
Banshee.
Banshee!
Banshee!
And two different versions of the Banshee you were probably seeing there, but you know, two become one. Wasn't that a Spice Girls
That
song?
was definitely a Spice.
Now they're both the same, and they both have, a bit like the Spice Girls to be honest with you, fantastic backsides. So you can see the Banshee is the premium end of the Schecter Diamond range. So the one-piece through neck, you can see the sort of the way the neck is made up of a composite really of sort of split pieces of maple, and not sure if these are rosewood or
It's
Bavarian.
5-piece neck, and I think it looks like mahogany and maple.
7-piece.
Well, but that's
if
the
you
body,
don't
but at the
include
neck, I think it's 5.
Depends if you don't include these two outsidey bits, I suppose.
No,
Doesn't
it's
it? Yeah,
5,
it could be
isn't
5.
it? Yeah.
But beautiful, beautiful kind of, you know, quilted tops here, hip shot hardware, supercharged USA pickups. Rob's obviously using one that's got a Floyd and the
Sustaining
Sustain.
act. Yeah.
My favourite Peter Andre album ever. Locking tuners on the hardtail version, obviously just a locking nut on the Floydy version. You particularly liked the little detail
Yeah, they've circled the inlays with brass, and it looks really like high end. I mean, it is a high end guitar.
It is high end, isn't it?
So I mean, it's just a nice high end.
It's got the sort of natural binding.
You know
on
what?
The neck.
You got the touch.
You got the touch. Who
Stan
was
Bush, mate. Stan Bush.
Stan
Original
Bush?
Transformers the movie.
Don't know. Sorry.
Oh.
You got the touch. Was that a line from the movie or a
You
song?
got the power. Ah. After all that's said and done, you never run. You're nobody's fool. Down. That's
One
brilliant.
of those absolute classics.
Stan Bush, bro.
Stan Bush. Do you know what? If
10 people are going, yeah!
If I was going to be a rock star and my name was Stan Bush, I'd go, I really ought to change that before I become sort of, you know, hugely famous.
He just to stop you, he is hugely famous now, and people love him.
Sorry, Stan.
And I'm one of these people. He also did Jump. Jump! Better believe you can
me
survive.
thinking that you're going to say somehow he co-wrote the classic Van Halen tune, but you're talking about a different Jump.
No, proper Jump.
Did he write Jump? Or was that Crisscross?
He wrote a load of great tunes. I like Stan Bush. Anyway,
So
I digress. Heavily.
So that's the Banshee. Now the Banshee, if you're watching this video thinking, oh yeah, I fancy one of those, oh yeah, you are going to have to stump up somewhere around about the sort of 900 to 1100 pound mark, depending on whether you want to go simple dimples or, you know, sexy wexy. I don't even know what. The man from Schecter, he'd say yes. He was showing us that on the back of the Floyd Rose, apparently Schecter now have a unique Floyd Rose system where they have stainless steel, the bit where the Allen key goes in on the back of the, flip it over, flip reverse. These bits here. These are unique. Now I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. Maybe it's the hardest alloy
I know exactly what
in
the
the
benefit.
world.
That's actually, there's a huge benefit
Okay,
there.
what's that
Is
then?
that normally they get mashed up
Yeah.
because they're a bit soft.
And the other?
And also, they're anti-corrosion if you sweat, because you're not going to get corroded
I don't
ends.
sweat.
And you don't want a corroded end.
I'm actually an android. I don't sweat. That's how you can tell that I'm actually not a real human being and that I'm an android, because I don't sweat.
It's true.
Okay, so there's one last guitar to noodle on. Rob Chapman is not, despite popular belief, Rob Chapman is not the only guitar player on YouTube. There is another one called...
There are many.
There's another one called Keith Merrow. Keith Merrow, who's a lovely, lovely, lovely dude, and we know fairly well. And he has... he's a very talented guitar player, plays a lot with Jeff Loomis.
Well, not just a guitar player, but a talented musician.
Talented musician,
Yeah.
producer, pickup designer. He's a talent. He's basically just so talented. We hate you, Keith Merrow.
He's got a great dog as well.
Yeah, good-looking guy, beautiful wife, multi-millionaire, great singer.
He's like Iron Man.
Basically, yeah, he's like the Tony Stark of the music industry.
Millionaire, philanthropist.
And to celebrate Keith's most recent success, he's so rich now. He's just bought his 4th Lamborghini, and has decided to have a guitar made in the same colour of that 4th Lamborghini. So this is the KM7. We love this guitar, but the KM7's been out for a while, but it's got some cool features. It's got the Nazgul and the Sentient Seymour Duncan pickups, hip-shot hardware, lock-in tuners, the dual carbon graphite truss rods, carbon kind of fibre style surround here, you know, sort of what do you call this stuff again?
Carbon fibre binding. Yeah. No, I saw that. I saw these being made when I was in Korea.
Really?
So I have first-hand experience of the amount of hours of time that get into making each of these.
Nice kind of idea of the sort of the satin finish back of the neck, but the gloss finish guitar. Yep. It's a great guitar. Keith's little signature here.
Keith.
It just sort of goes
Keith
Mimi. That's what it says on the back here. Anyway, so Rob's going to give this a whirl.
Oh God.
And then we're going to tell you how you can win some guitars.
Never going to tell you how you're going to win some guitars.
Never going to make you cry. Never going to say goodbye. Never going to run around. That was it. Run around. Can hurt you. Never going to give. Never going to give.
First impressions, it's brilliant.
Yes. Do a second impression.
Second impression is the neck is very big. It's a hefty neck, but then you kind of need it.
It is.
If you're going to be playing massive strings and tuning really low, and you want that stability.
Well, we've said Keith, he's got massive hands, massive feet. In fact,
they're like plates of meat.
He is an incredibly well-endorsed
They're like shovels
person.
of flesh. Like trash cans of bone.
No, it is a bit. It's not necessarily wide that way, but wide.
Thick this
wide
way.
That
yeah,
way.
it's a big neck.
Talking more the girth
but
than the width. I
if
think.
you like a bit of wood in your hand, then you know you're probably off to a good start with this brilliant.
I commented before about how different I thought the definition on the bottom 2 strings were on this guitar, which I'm guessing something to do with the pickups, but they seem to have a. They don't seem to sort of disappear into a bassy mush, do they? They stay nice and crisp.
I think the names of these pickups are slightly not misleading, but basically they're clear. There's note definition. They're not like really high powered mush.
Right.
So that's a nice thing. You can hear.
Yeah, there's good.
You can hear the notes coming through.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
Let's just quickly do a little bit of cleany clean, so that you can hear how these pickups.
Clean.
It has clean tones.
It has clean tones.
They're very nice. Also, it's incredibly light.
What's it made of?
Light.
Actually, just made of light.
I think it's made of light. I mean,
amazing.
the body is perfectly balanced to the neck as well. Now, I know that they have computer programs at World Musical Instruments where they literally can tell you by microns how heavy each part is. So they've intentionally done this to balance.
That's really nice.
It's very,
anyway,
very nice.
Look, so it's 2015, big year for Rob, big year for Schecter, and to celebrate which, we're going to give away a couple of guitars.
Yes.
Now, any of you not familiar with a thing called the internet? Put your hands up now. Okay, awesome. That's 3 of you. So you 3 aren't going to be able to participate in this competition. So the rest of you, have you heard of a thing called a meme?
Yes.
A meme, okay? So a meme where basically there's a picture of something and then somebody writes something amusing over it, like Jimi Hendrix going, I wonder how the audience, got through my Woodstock set when none of my pedals were true bypass. Anyway, or whatever the meme was. What we would like you to do to win these guitars is trawl back through the hundreds and hundreds of hours worth of Rob and I doing silly videos for Andertons, and choose a caption, a screenshot rather, that you can think, oh, I think of something funny to say here. Then use a meme generator to generate your own.
And then just post it on any old place like Facebook or Instagram or wherever you choose to habituate on the internet.
Not your fridge, though. Don't just put it on your fridge.
And then take a link to that and post it in the comment section of this video.
So, and in the actual original post on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is you choose to post that picture, please tag Andertons Music so that we can see your post. And then what we will do is we will pick the 2 funniest ones, and the one that makes us laugh the most,
cringe
laugh the most, will win the Banshee, and the one that makes us laugh the second most will win the Hellraiser.
Both of which are worthy opponents.
They are great guitars. So keep your memes funny. If you want to make them offensive, that's fine. Try not to make them libelous. That would be bad. But yes, we're going to pick the funny ones. And yeah, now anybody in the world can enter this competition. However, we can only send guitars to people who live in countries that Andertons are able to ship to.
But that's easy to check because you can just go to the Andertons website, pop something in your basket, and then check if they'll ship to you.
Yeah. So in the basket page section, there's a big long list of countries we ship to. We ship to most destinations in the world, but there are some countries where unfortunately just the customs problems of importing guitars and stuff like that just make it too problematic.
Yeah. But like Europe, America, Australia, that's fine.
That's all good. Lots of places in the Far East is good. Typically speaking, problem places are going to be South America, Africa, places like that. But anyway, look, check on your list and please do get involved. And that's it. Now we will close this. I'll put the closing date for the competition in the date below. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be because I'm not sure exactly when this video will go up. But it's going to be at some point during the British summer of 2015. Keeping you up there, Rob?
I'm sorry, I've been on tour for almost an entire month.
I know.
And I've only had a few days off, and so I'm
very tired, man.
Yeah.
So there we go. Look, I've been the captain.
I've been Rob.
Thank you very much for watching this lovely video about Schecter guitars, and we'll see you next time.
Take it easy. Bye.
Pull my finger.